and we're presently reading our seventh book in the series. Is the Amen Effect, written by Sharon Burrs, a rabbi. And it's a book that talks about ancient wisdoms that help to mend our broken hearts and world. It just helps to make us functional, as the word might be. We're presently on to chapter 4 of the book. There are 8 chapters in all in the book. We started reading chapter 4 last week, Sunday, and today is the second reading into chapter 4 on a topic I love so much and it's so relatable to my life, come alive. When I think of the word coming alive, I think of my life, and I lived a whole lot of years probably not alive, kind of dragging along. Somehow something wasn't turned on the inside of me. I was living, but I wasn't fully alive. You know, I can, I wasn't fully alive, I was kind of passing through time. I was more of a person who dwelled more on the way I felt. I was seemingly looking for the easy way to do things. When things are hard, I run away. That's how I lived a good portion of my life. I kind of run away from the seeming difficult, things that required too much effort. I grew up as one who was a lazy reader. I was intelligent, no doubt. I wouldn't have come this far if I wasn't intelligent, but uh, I was a lazy reader. I did read when it was crunch time, If the exam was tomorrow, yes, I would read to pass, but I wasn't one that was necessarily intentional about life, nor was I really proactive about life. It took life happening to me several times to wake me up to life, to the reality of life, you know. I did fall in love at some point in time, and I didn't understand what it was, and I was dragging along trying to make it work. Unfortunately, uh, I didn't know the language of love. I didn't know how the language to communicate it. And so it never really worked, even though I chased after it for a long time, 11 years actually. Whatever it was about it, I wasn't bold enough, to stand up for what I wanted, and lessons from all of that is the reason why I do a lot of teachings around relationship. What I teach is more from a personal experience. I've been in the trenches. So when I talk about relationship, I'm talking about something I've felt, something I've touched. I'm not like someone who's just doing head knowledge, read it in a book. I've gone through the pain of it, you know. I've gone through the pain of it, so it's relatable to me. I can feel it. I've been married here now for the last married here. This is my well, I was married back in 1997, right? Yeah. So yeah, I was married in 1998. I was married in 1998, so I'm here 26 years plus of marriage, So yeah, so that comes with a lot of experience on its own, right? So, and that wasn't really that went through almost like sleeping through life, I can look at my life and this word is so relatable to me. The first years of marriage was like sleeping through life. I had a lot of emotions, a lot of confusions, I was kind of sleeping through life. I wasn't fully turned on. I wasn't proactive. I wasn't intentional. Even though I do a lot of things, I was ordained as a pastor more than 20 years ago. So I've been through church leadership, all of that stuff. My spirit has always been alive, but my mind had been behind where my spirit was. I could key into the spirit, every so often, but my mind was far behind where my spirit was, So and probably another word for coming alive is that place of consciousness, You can only operate to the level of consciousness that you have. Coming alive is turning up your consciousness. When you're unconscious, or when your consciousness is at a lower level, you're pretty much asleep. Because that's what happens to us when we sleep. When we sleep, our consciousness is turned off, and our subconsciousness, our consciousness is the one that holds sway when we're sleeping. Sleep is pretty much my consciousness is turned off. My unconsciousness is turned on. Same thing, when we talk about hypnotism. Hypnotism is not necessarily about sleeping, but I guess we seem to relate it with sleep because of the relationship of our consciousness and our unconsciousness. Hypnotism is simply being able to bypass the consciousness of a person to get to the unconsciousness of the person. That's why we seem to relate hypnotism as someone sleeping, but you can be very awake, you know, your eyes are open and be hypnotized. It just means that someone is controlling your unconsciousness. Your consciousness is asleep, or is passive, is not active. That's what hypnotism does to you. So coming alive, it's causing your consciousness to be a part of your journey, right? For as long as you are alive, for as long as there's blood flowing inside of you, your unconsciousness will always be awake 24/7, right? But to the extent that your unconsciousness will benefit you is the extent to which your consciousness is awake and you have mastery over your consciousness. I'll say that again. For as long as you're alive, your unconsciousness is always awake 24/7. Your unconsciousness is the workhorse of your life. Once you come alive, your unconsciousness stays on, it never sleeps, right? But your unconsciousness is what gets to rest, right? Or be passive through life, right? The extent to which you will be fully able to grasp the treasures of life and live a fulfilling life is the extent to which your consciousness is awake and you have mastery over it. Your consciousness is awake and you have mastery over it. So when we talk about coming alive, we're talking about your consciousness coming alive. Your consciousness coming alive. Yes, your blood is flowing through you. You are not dead, from an unconscious level, or from a physical level. But we're saying psychologically, spiritually, a person might be dead. It's just passive through life. It's not taking ownership of the journey, the pilgrimage through life, right? So that's what we're trying to talk about. I was talking about coming alive, is you taking active participation in the scene of life, in the theater of life, in the war front of life, in the battlefield of life. You are taking active participation. You are taking ownership of your destiny. You are taking ownership of your fate. You are taking the captaincy of your being, your soul. You're not leaving it to chance. You're not like those people that are waiting for destiny helper, using that as an excuse, from taking ownership of their life. They are waiting for man. Someone like that man at the pool of Siloam, I have no man. I have no man. That's a dead person, right? That's a dead person. Dead before burial, right? I have no man. If you are there sitting down, I have no man, then you are dead. Come alive. You are the man that you need. You are the woman that you need. There's no help coming. You are the help that you need. Use the help that you have. As you use the help that you have, which is you, other helps will come your way. Until you come alive, there will not be extra help for you. You have to come alive. Show people how to help you by helping yourself. When you help yourself, other help will come your way to back you up, to support you. Other help will not lead the way for you. You have to show the way that you want to go. Then others will come and back you up, support you, usher you along. It's your life. Take ownership of it. That's what it means to come alive. Take ownership of your life. Take ownership of your life. Take ownership of your life. Turn on. Take ownership of your life. Lead it where you believe, where your dream is. Lead it in the path that your dream is, your goal is, where that burning desire is on the inside of you, where you believe you'll be fulfilled. And that belief might not be perfect, but you start where you are. As you are on your way, the Lord will help you. Your dream will be perfected. Your dream will be cleaned. But your dream will not be clean or perfected if you don't start. Sitting down, waiting for your dream to be clean is waiting in vain, waiting, rotting away. You gotta start where you are with what you have. As you start using what you have, all that help, all that things will be provided for you. You will get help. You will get help. Use what you have and you will get help. Use what you have and you will get help. Use what you have and you will get help. Right? So that's what we're going to be talking about as we go in this second section. We're probably going to have at least two more sessions here to close chapter 4. So today is going to be the second one and it as we go into chapter 4 of the book, The Amen Effect. Come alive, come alive, come alive, come alive, come alive, come alive. You know,